Hi, my name is Dylan Fink, and with me is my father.
I'm Darren Fink, and we're both here to do another book review for your foster or adoptive family. This is a kid's book today, and we're doing go ahead. We're doing
In Our Mother's House.
And it's by Patricia Polacco. I hope I got the name right. Let me read the inside real quick, and then Dalton's after a little bit, is going to tell you about the illustrations. Marmee, Mima, and the kids are just like any other family on the block. In their cozy home, they cook dinner together, they laugh together, they dance and play together, but one family doesn't accept them. Maybe because they think they are different. How can a family have two moms and no dad? But Marmee and Mima's house is full of love, and they teach their children that different doesn't mean wrong. And no matter how many moms or dads they have, they're everything a family is meant to be. Here is the story of a wonderfully unique family living by its own rules and held together by a very special love. So this book was, I think, written for an adoptive family in mind, although foster families could probably utilize this book also. It's definitely made for, I would say, elementary school aged. Definitely you could keep going all the way up through upper elementary school, and depending on your kiddos' emotional age and everything like that, since our kids from traumatic past tend to not be their chronological age all the time, depending on the emotional age and stuff, you might even be able to get away with this book in middle school. The book does address the main issue of having same-sex parents, and there are kids in the household that are different nationalities. So you do have a kiddo that's African American, you have an Asian kiddo, and then you have another little kiddo that's Caucasian living all in the same house. And while it does have people that look different in the same family, it doesn't really address a whole lot that whole issue of how are we family because we're all different. This book is mainly going to deal with the issue of the family coming into turmoil or being confronted because their same-sex parents are different than a traditional family. So Dalton, what did you think of the illustrations?
That they were colorful and bright.
They're colorful and bright. They almost have like a watercolor look to them, and maybe pencil drawing as well. Yeah, they are colorful. They're going to engage your child because it's done in a realistic fashion. Kids are going to be able to look at the faces of the other children and relate with them. They're going to be able to look at different emotions and feelings. Images help the story move. Kids are going to be able to look and ask questions from the pictures. So the images did do a good job of adding to the story. Like I said, the story itself is going to be dealing with what it's like having same-sex parents and what that means if you come into confrontation from the community. I would say that definitely households with same-sex parents could benefit from reading this maybe, and having good discussions about maybe how do you handle people that negatively confront our family because we're different or we don't look like their family. I would also say this is a good book to read with just any family, to have a good, healthy conversation about how do you treat people, how do mean words impact people. Just a good book, I think, for, just common courtesy. So yeah, it does get into the kids' adoption story a little bit and talk about that, and it talks about the activities and different things that the family does. So you will get into some adoption issues that you can talk about with a healthy conversation. I definitely check out our website. We're going to have more details on the website. We'll have discussion questions, so if you don't know what to talk about with your kids after you read the book, we'll have questions already set up for you. And there are all sorts of other children's books that Dalton has reviewed and looked at, and that we put on our website that you can take a look at. So that's all for this book. We hope that this has helped you to nurture and grow your foster or adoptive family.
Yay!